Hi everyone, this week's Parsha is Parshat Nasso. And a focal point in the middle of this week's Parsha, as we've spoken about in past years, is the story and the halachos of the Nazir, the one who takes a Nazirite vow, and part of the vow is he doesn't drink wine and also doesn't cut his hair. It's fascinating because when the Nazir breaks the vow, eventually, he goes and brings a korban chatas. He offers a korban chatas to Hashem. He offers a sin offering. And the obvious question is, he just took this beautiful Nazirite promise and he connected himself to Hashem so much, and he didn't drink any wine, he didn't alter his mental state, he didn't cut his hair, he was really in like a different mental zone. And now, once he broke it, he has to bring a sin offering? It doesn't really add up here. So I heard from one of my rebbeim a really, really nice answer. That yes, the Nazirite vow has its merits, and there are people throughout Tanakh who take the vow, and it's a beautiful thing with in terms of connecting with Hashem on a different level. But that being said, that's not what Torah is all about, right? We can't take these specific cases and generalize it and say that all Jews should take these Nazirite vows and not drink wine and not cut our hair. That's not the way Judaism works, right? Judaism is not a radicalist religion. I think I said almost 5 years ago now, the Rambam outlines 3 ways of life, 2 of which are bad, and 1 of which is the one that we should follow. One is radical in the easy sense per se, in the lax sense, that we go about life not really caring about things and going around, neglecting Torah and mitzvah, and that's not good. And then there's another way of life in which we're hyper focused on everything to the extent that we neglect necessities in our lives. And then there's the way of the Benoni, the middle path, in which we develop a balance between the 2 ends of the radical spectrum of not following religion at all and hyper fixating on things and missing out on parts of life. And that's really epitomized with the core of Jewish practice throughout history, to which we daven for the return of the Beit HaMikdash, the temple in Jerusalem, because it's not like some, monks up in the mountain, that's where their holy place is. No, the Beit HaMikdash is situated in the center of Jerusalem, where everyone is, because that's exactly what religion is. Religion isn't some radical faraway thing that you should stop drinking wine and you should grow your hair out and neglect ways of life that everyone else is going about. That's not what it's about. It's about bringing those core tendencies of religion into our lives, into the lives of everyone else, and picking that Benoni path, that middle path, in which we're able to really balance our lives and connections with Hashem as a whole. So with that, I give everyone a bracha this week that we're able to really find that Benoni path for all of us, whether that means taking on some mitzvot and hyper-fixating on some things, or maybe if we feel like we're putting too much attention on something and maybe we should pull back a little bit so we could focus on other things, then maybe that's the right way to go as well. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.